Hello all, on today's video I wanted to shine a light on some fantastic JRPGs across the Nintendo systems. Side note, some of these will be from older consoles like the SNES, and some will be Nintendo Switch, but without further ado, let's get into the video. I've mentioned this before on my channel, but I believe Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2 and 3 are equally as good, but for this video I'm going to go with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition for a number of reasons. The game received a significant visual upgrade with improved character models, environments and textures. The HD graphics breathe new life into the world of Bionis and Mechonis, making it more immersive than ever. Additionally, the soundtrack has been remastered, enhancing the already memorable music with higher quality audio. The narrative of Xenoblade Chronicles is both epic and emotional, following Shulk and his friends as they journey across the bodies of two titanic gods. The world building is exceptional, with diverse environments and a rich lore that draws players in. The story's twists and turns keep players engaged throughout the lengthy campaign. The combat system is a blend of real-time action and strategic planning. Players can control one character while issuing commands to others, using a variety of arts and special abilities that require cooldowns. This system allows for dynamic and strategic battles that always remain fresh throughout your playthrough. The Definitive Edition includes several quality of life improvements such as a more intuitive UI, better quest tracking and the ability to speed up battles. These changes make the game more accessible and enjoyable for both new players and veterans. The characters, as I've mentioned, are very well developed and memorable, each with their own unique abilities and personalities, and the voice acting adds depth to the characters, making their interactions and growth throughout the story more impactful. Now, if you haven't played this one yet, definitely give this a go, as it's definitely a standout JRPG. When was the first time you played this game? Did you play it on the Nintendo Wii or did you play it on the Switch? Myself personally, I played it on the Switch, and the Definitive Edition is the only edition of this game I've actually ever played. Breath of Fire 2 is a must-play SNES JRPG. The game features a compelling narrative that follows Ryu, a young man with a mysterious past, as he embarks on a journey to uncover the truth about his heritage to save the world. The story is filled with twists, emotional moments and a diverse cast of characters. The characters in Breath of Fire 2 are well developed and memorable. Each character has a unique backstory and personality, which does add a lot of depth to the overall narrative. The interactions and relationships between the characters are a highlight of the game in my opinion. The game employs traditional turn-based combat, which is both challenging and rewarding. The battle system is straightforward but offers enough depth to keep you engaged and enjoying the game. The game's art style is very distinctive, with a vibrant 16-bit graphics that have aged very well. The character designs and environments are detailed and colourful, and the soundtrack is another standout feature. Breath of Fire 2 offers a vast world to explore, filled with towns, dungeons and hidden secrets. The game's world building is very impressive for the time, with a rich lore and a variety of locations that keep the exploration exciting. Now, if you haven't played this one, it's definitely worth giving it a go, and definitely one of the best Nintendo JRPGs. Now on to a game that many consider the best game ever made, and in my opinion a 10 out of 10 game, and for many others definitely a 10 out of 10 game. The game features a complex and engaging narrative that involves time travel, allowing players to experience different eras and see how their actions affect the world across time. This storytelling approach was groundbreaking at the time and even now remains very impressive. The cast of characters are well developed and memorable. Each character has their own unique backstory and personality, making them feel real and relatable. Chrono Trigger offers multiple endings based on the player's choices and actions throughout the game. This adds significant replay value and encourages players to explore different paths and outcomes. The game also had the ATB system, which combines real-time and turn-based elements, making combat more dynamic and strategic. The game's art design by Akira Toriyama is unreal. It's vibrant, it's distinctive, and the detailed sprites and environments have aged remarkably well. The music as well in Chrono Trigger is iconic and enhances the emotional impact of the game. Tracks like Frog's Theme and Corridors of Time are particularly memorable. The game is known for its polished gameplay mechanics, including seamless transitions between exploration and combat, no random encounters and intuitive controls. These elements all come together to create a game that's not only a technical and artistic achievement, but also a deeply enjoyable and memorable experience, and it definitely deserves its 10 out of 10 rating. I've spoken about Final Fantasy 6, 7, 9, 10 and even 13 on this channel, but I thought I'd shine some love on Final Fantasy 4, which in my opinion is a 10 out of 10 for a number of reasons. Final Fantasy IV was the first RPG to introduce a deep dramatic narrative of complex characters and emotional story arcs for Final Fantasy, and this set a new standard for storytelling in video games. It introduced the active time battle system, which added a real-time element to turn-based combat, making battles more dynamic and engaging. The game features a diverse cast of characters, each with their own backstories and development arcs. Characters like Cecil, Kain and Rydia have become iconic in the series. The soundtrack for Final Fantasy IV is widely praised for its emotional depth and memorable melodies, enhancing the overall experience. Final Fantasy IV also included many firsts for the series, such as the introduction of the job system and the use of summons, which have become staples in later games. If you haven't played it, the game's been remade several times and re-released on various platforms, each time improving the graphics and gameplay. So if you haven't played this yet, there's many ways you can jump in and enjoy this 10 out of 10 game. Now this is going to be slightly biased and also a blight slightly embarrassing, as Fire Emblem Three Houses is actually the first Fire Emblem game I've ever played, and it's often considered the best game in the series for a number of reasons. The game features a complex and engaging narrative that explores philosophical and moral dilemmas. Each of the three houses offer a unique perspective of the story, and players can experience different plot lines and endings based on their choices. The characters in three houses are very well developed, each with their own backstories, personalities and growth arcs. The support conversations between characters adds depth and makes them feel more like real people, enhancing the emotional investment in their fates. The game combines traditional turn-based strategy with new mechanics, such as battalions and combat arts, which adds layers of strategy. The removal of the traditional weapon triangle in favour of a more nuanced system allows for greater customization and tactical depth. The unique setting of the Officers' Academy allows players to manage their time between teaching, training and building relationships. This blend of social simulation and strategy gameplay is both refreshing and addictive. The game boasts beautiful character designs, detailed environments and a dynamic soundtrack that enhances the overall gameplay. The voice acting is also top notch in my opinion, adding to the immersion. Now, in the end, the game is not only a standout in the Fire Emblem series, but also a must play for fans of strategy JRPGs. The faithful recreation of Super Mario RPG stays true to the original game, preserving the charm and quirky story that fans love while updating the visuals and gameplay mechanics. The remake features beautifully updated graphics, transforming the classic CGI sprites into vibrant modern 3D models and environments. Turn-based combat system, which includes timing-based button prompts for attacks and defences, remains fun and engaging. The system has influenced many other games and continues to be a highlight. The writing is consistently funny and off the wall, making the story enjoyable even for those who have played the original. The remake includes smart tweaks to the combat system and other quality of life upgrades that make the game more accessible and enjoyable for both new players and returning fans. The Super Mario RPG remake successfully blends nostalgia and modern enhancements, making it a delightful experience for old fans and newcomers alike, and I highly recommend it if you have a Nintendo Switch. The Live Alive remake is fantastic for so many compelling reasons. The HD 2D graphics are a standout feature. This style combines classic pixel art with modern lighting and effects, creating a visually stunning experience that feels both nostalgic and new. The environments are richly detailed and the character sprites are beautifully animated. The soundtrack has been fully re-recorded as well with new arrangements. This not only enhances the emotional impact of the game, but also brings a fresh auditory experience to both new players and fans of the original. The addition of voice acting breathes new life into the characters. Each protag and supporting character is brought to life with distinct voices, adding depth and personality to the narrative. This makes the story more immersive and engaging. There's a lot of quality of life improvements as well. The user interface has been modernised for better readability and ease of use. Improved maps and navigation tools helps players explore the game world more efficiently, and the controls have been refined to be more responsive and user friendly. The remake also includes some new content and surprises that weren't in the original game, providing more value for new players and returning fans. All these elements combine to make a remake that not only honours the original but also enhances it in meaningful ways, making Live Alive a must-play for JRPG enthusiasts and Nintendo fans. Now of course I do realise I haven't included the DS systems or the Game Boys or quite a few other systems in between, like the Nintendo 64 and the GameCube. But are there any fantastic Nintendo JRPGs you think I should give a try? Let me know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing to the channel, as I do more JRPG content just like this. And until next time, I'll see you later.